Hello, I am Ashley, the founder of Elemental Growth and author of the book, Be the Change, Your Guide to Elemental Growth Through Nature, Love, Food, and Movement. As promised, in this series, I'm going to put out a new chapter each season since the book itself is based around the seasons. This episode is all about summer and the fire element. All right, you guys, let's get started. I'm just going to pull up the screen here and we can read along together. There we go. And slideshow. Be the Change, Your Guide to Elemental Growth by Master Coach Ashley Michaud, Integrative Nutrition Health Coach, Hormone Health Coach, and Reiki Master. It's hard to see with the sun in your eyes, but one day you're going to say, I saw the light. Kid Rock in the song Roll On. Around the world, we celebrate summer in the form of festivals. For you, this may be at your local beach or around the picnic table. Some rituals are for fertility, while others symbolize the season of growth, full bloom, and daylight. Summertime also opens up many new forms of activity such as boating, camping, skinny dipping, or a moonlight stroll through town. What kind of activities do you find yourself involved in this time of year? What areas of your life can use some extra love? Summer is governed by the element of fire, which symbolizes our spirit, willpower, and the sun. Nature is beautiful and fruitful at this time of year. Fruits burst from flowers and the sun peaks, and all of our activities go on later into the night. Summertime allows animals and plants to reproduce and for all Mother Nature's creatures to store enough energy and nutrition for the cold months to come. Summer's comfortable conditions open new opportunities to forage, fish, and enjoy other outdoor activities. Having access to the warming sun, flowing water, fresh air, and fertile soil provides us the ingredients we need for health, happiness, and elemental growth. The sun is vital for balancing our mood, circadian rhythm, and producing vitamin D, which acts more like a hormone than a vitamin because it affects every cell in our body. Some say that the summer rain washes away the pain, and I have to agree and add that summer is nature's version of radical self-love. Self-love is not a selfish act. As you can see from Mother Nature, self-love is rooted in giving back. Take the time this summer to support your local farmers, spend time attending local community events, and create a mindset shift that allows you to give and receive freely. It's time to create a ripple effect of radical self-love for every single soul you interact with, every single life you touch and impact. Take out a pen and paper now and write out some ways that you can practice self-love this summer. Solstice. Summer is the hottest of the 4 seasons and has the longest days and shortest nights. This is the best time to celebrate yourself and the progress you have made throughout the year. Many people do this already in the form of vacation, but others need a little extra push. Summer is an opportunity for families to celebrate, bond, and add new rituals to their lives. Some cool ideas are hosting a scavenger hunt, having a picnic, practicing yoga outdoors, scratching something off your bucket list, stargazing, taking a moonlight stroll, going for a swim, enjoying community hotspots, or a good old hose down in your yard. Getting dirty and getting out with your family and or community. Summer is governed by the element fire, which is actually my favorite, even though I'm an air sign. I love the fire because it's the element we must create within ourselves. An easy way to experience this is to rub your hands together really fast and create heat and stimulate the energy inside yourself. Another way is to dance, move, or do work that really lights you up from the inside out. Fire represents your spirit. Use this time to discover and zone in on what lights you up and harness what fuels your spirit. Proper nutrition, exercise, and loving connections are all incredible fuel sources, but these alone cannot solve all your problems. It's by aligning with your natural energy, the unique energy that you're born with, so that you can bring harmony to your mind, body, and spirit. Summer solstice represents ascension, prosperity, and good vibes. Our summer solstice ritual has been inspired by this symbology, and we often gather around a big bonfire, which we light in the early morning and burn until nightfall. We invite everyone over to share food, music, and laughter. We also invite our guests to write down their golden intentions and allow them to transform from thought to paper, paper to fire, fire to ash, and so on. I now invite you too to join us in our summer solstice ritual by using the hashtag elemental growth when you share your pictures and videos so we can find you and support you on your elemental growth journey. Moon cycles. During a full moon, your state of mind is important because everything becomes magnified, good and bad. As you progress in your elemental growth journey, it's wise to ground yourself with meditation so that you can see this as a time of opportunity. It's up to you to cultivate the good vibes and positivity you seek. The moon symbolizes water and influence over the tides. The moon's influence shows up within us too, in our emotions, intuition, and sacral chakra center. When we tap into this and other elements at work during the summertime, we become cosmically conscious, thus finding it easier to hear nature's secret messages. New moon. In the still and dark night, what do you see, hear, feel? Take some time to reflect on how far you have come and the lessons you have picked up along the way. Your journey is progressing, but far from over. It's now time to make new plans and set those plans into motion. Full moon. Take the opportunity this summer to bathe in the round and completely illuminated moonlight. Observe and apply your findings to your own life. The full moon represents completion, the height of power, self-realization, and clarity. It is a time to dance and celebrate your elemental growth journey. Full buck moon, also called thunder moon or mead moon, like all moons, there can be many names. And while I love the many thunderstorms this time of year, the buck totem represents regeneration, which is happening all around us. The buck moon happens in July. Full sturgeon moon, named after the fishing season, this moon also reminds us that we are safe and protected. The sturgeon is also one of the longest living freshwater fish and symbolizes wisdom. The sturgeon full moon lands in August. Full harvest moon. This is the closest full moon to the fall equinox and symbolizes a time of peace. Spend this time with your family. Take a nature walk together, prepare a nice meal from the local harvest, and you will feel it too. Full harvest moon happens in September. Circadian rhythm. According to Matthew Walker, sleep is the best optimization tool to boost performance, and it's legal as well as free. Our quality of sleep can get affected for many reasons, ranging from ageism to nonstop screen time. However, a major culprit that impacts sleep quality is stress. For many of my clients, stress easily turns into late nights, and late nights turns into less productivity, followed by more stress. Getting in tune with our circadian rhythm can break this cycle and, like Matthew Walker talks about, actually optimize our life. The late nights and busy days that parallel this wonderful season can add both physical and mental stress to our body, mind, and spirit. Cortisol, also known as the stress hormone, comes in really handy when we are in danger, and it is at its peak when we first wake up. Cortisol will naturally taper off throughout the day, but for many of us with an out-of-whack circadian rhythm, their cortisol levels can fluctuate rapidly throughout the day, causing them to have insomnia or wake up several times through the night. The goal in summertime is to help your body release this energy by getting outside in the morning sunshine and by relaxing in bed, free from electronics before 10 p.m. The sunrise will revive your pineal gland, which is responsible for melatonin functions. It's also known as the third eye, which does have a retina and a lens. It's also responsible for our imagination. While going to bed before 10 p.m. will ensure that melatonin is released before the inevitable 10 p.m. second wind. July, daylight is between 5:50 a.m. and 8:55 p.m. August, daylight is between 6:20 a.m. and 8:20 p.m. September, daylight is between 6:55 a.m. and 7:30 p.m. Food guides and recipes. Summer is a time of fruits. In essence, it's a time when we harvest the fruits of our labor. If we know what to look for and where to look, summer foraging opportunities are everywhere. And if foraging is not for you, check out your local farmers market and stock up on goods in bulk while they're fresh and less expensive. While drying food in a dehydrator can make them last longer and is a wonderful summer activity, fermentation is the best way of preserving food because it increases the nutrient quality by introducing living probiotic cultures into our gut. We have more gut bacteria than we do cells in our body, and these bacteria make up 98% of our serotonin, happy chemicals. On our weekly recipe share, you will often see me posting recipes such as these so that you can experience health through a balanced microbiome. Instead of showing you the summer recipes on the next pages like I do in the actual book, when you go into our free group on Facebook, which is the group is called Be the Change Book, you can find those recipes. Or if you are a paid member, you can go to the Summer Love group and you get even those recipes plus even more bonuses and cooking strategies and tips and all that good stuff. You can learn more about all of that at elementalgrowth.org or just check out the groups on Facebook. Movement. A healthy weight is about much more than a number on a scale. During the season, we become more active in our everyday life. Let's focus on the other factors that define and determine a healthy weight, such as relationships, activity levels, sleep, medication, and your genetics. Active movement allows us to release pain, thoughts, emotions, and may otherwise sit there, causing an increase in discomfort and can develop into something more. Additionally, the website 23andme.com can provide you with DNA genetic testing right from your home. These results can help you figure out what kind of movement you're made for and tons more about ancestry, health risks, and traits. Use these results to better understand yourself and get answers to many of the questions you have asked yourself over the years. When it comes to being healthy, which of these factors do you think most affects your ability to maintain a healthy weight outside of food and exercise? What one action step can you take this week to nurture this aspect of your life? Top ways to maintain a healthy weight during the summer. Yard work. What a great therapy that also reaps the rewards. Therapeutic, healing, and invigorating. This may also mean raking, working the land, or caring for a patio garden. Nature yoga. Balance on rocks, ask a tree for help to support your inversions, and get dirty on a beach. Fire dancing. A great way to get grounded and enhance your spiritual energy. You can also host a bonfire and dance like our ancestors, or the animals that show up to you in your life. Foraging and hiking. These are two of my favorite summer activities. However, they're all my favorite summer activities. And that's the reason why I say spread good vibes and wildflowers. During your next nature walk, do the same by inviting a friend or helping the wildflowers spread their seeds. Getting wet. Well, some swear by chronotherapy as a weight loss tool and pain management. The best way for me to emerge as my full self is by immersing myself in water during the summertime. Rain or shine, I embrace the water element fully by dancing, swimming, and jumping in puddles with my son, Finn. Remember, the goal is not to do everything, but to take what resonates with you and make it your own. Summer is all about loving who you are and what you do. Check-in activities. I'm sure you have heard the phrase, you must first love yourself before you're able to give love to others. While we all have intentions to love freely, such is not always the case. Holding on to past memories and traumas or strong emotions that are alive within us can make it hard at times to identify if we are giving the ones we love the kind of love they need or reflecting the type of love we're seeking. Summer is a great time to check in with yourself about how you treat yourself and others. To ensure that this is a growing experience, I have included our ABCs to self-love exercise, where you can learn about the 5 Love Languages by Gary Chapman and learn how to break through those strong emotions using Ho'oponopono, which is a forgiveness ritual from Hawaii. So these are my personal ABCs to self-love. Affirmations. In spiritual practice, we learn the power behind the words I am, which is how I begin most of my personal affirmations. I am. That's also my initials, by the way. Ashley Michaud. I am is a key phrase when practicing affirmations because it represents our identity. When used properly, with fervency and intention, it can help us to redefine ourselves and our full potential. Some examples I have used include, I am completely whole. I am inspired and in flow. I am contagiously positive. An added trick or tip here, guys, if you want to use affirmations more in your life, would be to make them into a password that you use for a social media account, your email, something like that. You can also just put Post-its up in different areas of your life or use a washable marker and write on your mirrors. These are all things that I've personally done at different times in my life, found really helpful. B, for boundaries. Exploring boundaries that serve you can be grounding for our entire chakra system. Our root chakra is both our foundation and our boundary system. It keeps us from taking on other people's baggage, being too flighty, reduces frustration due to daily stress, and leads the way to self-love so we may connect with our heart and our intuition. As you know, if you study the chakra system with me or on your own, you always have to come back to the root chakra. That is our foundation, and we often do have to cleanse it and revisit things and just make sure that we stay grounded. It takes attention daily, I think, and boundaries are another one of those things that we should be checking in with as we're evolving. Commandments. Making personal commandments is a practice that was inspired by the best-selling author Gretchen Rubin. On her journey to happiness, she decided to break her year down into 12 categories, labeling each one a different personal commandment that she would focus on for that month. Order is important so you don't overextend yourself. For the first month, you will have only your first commandments to work with, and by the end of the year, you will have successfully enriched your life with 12 commandments that work to benefit you. You can find these books that I'm talking about and more on my website, elementalgrowth.org. Under the Gifts and Affiliates tab, I have an Amazon book list there of books that I love reference to and so on. So loving others. Understand the languages of love. According to Gary Chapman, author of the 5 Love Languages, there are 5 ways in which we give and receive love. Words of affirmation, acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, and physical touch. Take the quiz yourself or with a loved one and learn your love languages here. So the website is www.5, as the number, not the word, lovelanguages.com. The second thing when it comes to loving others is forgive everyone for everything. That's a very powerful affirmation that I learned from Koi Fresco. He does go for, he might have changed actually his handle. I'm not sure. But I'm sure you can still find him that way. Sorry. It's been very powerful in my life, and you can just practice it in times of trouble like this. I forgive everyone for everything. I forgive everyone for everything. I forgive everyone for everything. Say it 3 times. Align the words with your breath. It's simple yet powerful and releases grief and allows loving energy to flow again. In Hawaii, many practice Ho'oponopono, which means make it right, to solve problems and conflicts. To practice this yourself, you need only 4 magical sentences. I am sorry, please forgive me, I love you, and thank you. My third tip for loving others is to practice not so random acts of kindness. The acts of giving is much more rewarding than receiving. In fact, studies teach us that no matter how rich or poor one may feel, displaying acts of kindness and generosity brings us more happiness. In the words of Mahatma Gandhi, the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. Doing this in daily life can be as simple as opening a door for someone else, smiling as you pass someone on the street, leaving a tip, or finding the funny to lighten someone else's day. A fun way to practice radical self-love and kindness towards yourself and others can be by means of a self-love challenge. Start one yourself by posting a picture of what radical self-love means to you on social media and encourage your friends to join you for 30 days. Before you know it, a self-love mindset will be a conscious part of your day-to-day activities and can rewire your brain and heart to operate from a place of unconditional positive regard. Don't forget to use hashtag elemental growth so we can support you on your journey. Everything is so much more enjoyable with the tribe, you guys, and that's why I encourage these kind of challenges, and I encourage you to get out there and start your own challenges. Using our hashtag is really just another way to bring in even more people that are like-minded. I think that is it, you guys. All right, so thank you so much for joining me on this webinar. You will be able to find the next one either posted in the group as well as on YouTube at Elemental Growth. What else am I going to say here? If you want the book, you can go to elementalgrowth.org and go to Be the Change Book tab. That'll be there if you're interested in becoming an Elemental Growth member, where you receive coaching from me in a group setting for 28 days. That means we run through a moon cycle. I help you with your circadian rhythm. I help you with seasonal eating in a group setting for a month, for 28 days. Though the summer one runs in July. You can get that information in the Elemental Membership tab of the Elemental Growth website. And if you want to do the Alchemy coaching circles, those run the month following for there's about 6 sessions, so that's 6 weeks. You also get access to a private group where I give you self-guided modules. You can run through your own program. That information is also all there. All right, you guys, I love you, and I wish you a very happy, healthy summer.